So, I know we haven't posted a video in a long time. We've kind of taken a break from filming the past few weeks. One, we've been busy with working and school. Two, I kind of got fed up with filming because it's cost me 2 birds and I wasn't even enjoying it there for a minute. So I've kind of taken the time off from filming hunts and trying to enjoy the last few days of the Mississippi turkey season. I went yesterday and actually killed a bird. It was a nice little 2-year-old or whatever. And we now have his wing bones, and what we're going to do here today is I'm going to show you guys how to make a call out of the turkey's wing, out of the bones of the turkey's wing that you kill. And it's a great way to, have something from a bird that you killed and kind of remember the hunt, and it makes for a great call. I mean, I went this morning and had a bird gobbling his head off at one of my wing bone calls. So it's fun. It kind of keeps the memory around. It's something that you can do with your kids, with your buddies. You can do with your kids, with your buddies, whatever. So first off, I didn't film me cutting the wing bones out of the turkey's wings because I really wasn't planning on making this video, but I'm going ahead and doing it right now. So once you get the 3 main bones out of the turkey's wing that you're going to need, once you cut the wing off the wing off the turkey, you cut it right at the joint. You cut every bone out of the turkey's wing with the joint. You get 3 bones. There's a large bone right here that actually connects right to the turkey's body. This bone right here, I've already cut the joints out of it, so it's going to look similar to that. And then you're going to feel 2 bones kind of hooked together in the middle of the wing. You're not going to use the 4th wing of the turkey wing bone, of the bones in the wing. It's too small. You can't really, it's not what you're looking for. You're going to get these 2 bones. This is the smaller one. This is actually going to be your mouthpiece in a minute. You can tell it still obviously has turkey meat on it, but it's going to be the part that you stick in your mouth to get the sound. This is going to be your middle piece. But the first step after getting these bones out of the turkey, I like to cut the joints off first, and you cut them as close as you can so you can have as much of the bone. I know I'm not really explaining that part very well. I kind of screwed the pooch on actually getting that on film. So once you have your bones out of the turkey and cut, then I usually soak mine or put mine in borax for a night or 2 just to kind of clean them up and make them a little more sanitary. And after that, once you get your bones cut, you get them boraxed, you get as much excess meat off as you can with your knife, you're going to stick them in this pot of water. So we're going to get back with you guys, get these in the boiling water, and start on step 3. See you. So what I got here, I just put some dishwashing liquid in the pot. I got the pot about 3/4 of the way full. We're going to let that get to a nice boil. Right here I have the small bone, which is actually going to go in your mouth. Middle bone, large bone, and some tongs. You're going to want tongs. Alright, so now we got our water to a really high boil. Going to pick up the bones, drop them in one by one. You can sit here and stir them around. The dish soap kind of spilled over a second ago, so there's a lot of crap all over my stove, and my parents are probably going to be pretty pissed off when they get home. So we're going to let these boil for, 5-10 minutes. And then we're going to take them out and try to clean the rest of the meat off of them and get back with you. There. Alright guys, so now what you can see is I'm cleaning the bones, getting all the excess meat off that didn't really come off when you boil it. But when you do boil it, it does make it a lot easier to get the meat off. You want to get them as clean as possible before you start sanding. Usually just take a little pocket knife, like this right here, this is a Havilon, and just kind of scrape the meat off. I mean, it comes off, once you boil it long enough, it should come right off. Get them as clean as you can. And at this point, I've never done it, but you could probably go ahead and bleach the bones once you get all the meat off before you do anything else. If you want them bleached white, but we're not going to do that just yet. And as you can see, I'm going to actually have to go back and do some more cutting right here just to even everything out. But other than that, we're getting ready to clean them up and start sanding and fitting them. So we'll catch you guys back once we get through cleaning them up. What's up guys? So as you can see, we've kind of sanded these down, cut them a little bit, and started fitting them. And what you're going to do is once you get you're going to take your biggest bone right here, your medium bone, and you'll see you're going to put the bigger end of the middle bone into this bone, as so. And they kind of fit in here real tight and weird, so you do have to kind of finagle them around a little bit. You kind of see how you want it to set. And they don't have to go in there super far. Once you get them in there about 1/4 of an inch at the most, you're good, because the glue that we're going to make is going to help hold these together and just keep them sealed tight. You just want to be able to lock and kind of hold in there tight on their own like that. So that's basically what it's going to look like. This is the kind of, not finished product, but that's kind of like your outline. And that's a decent 3-piece Wingbone call. So we'll get back to you guys once we start gluing these bad boys. We're going to finish shaping them up and getting them look the way we want them to. And what's up? So now we have our fitted Wingbone call. She's all sanded and smoothed out, and might have to do a little more sanding real quick. But I'm about to, as you can tell, it's all fitted in about 1/4 of an inch in. And I mean, I could literally blow it now. I mean, an hour and a half and I have a Wingbone call that I could probably call a turkey in with. We're going to get back to it and tear it up from here. See you guys in a sec. Alright, so we got our call put together. We've got it fitted. We've got it sanded. We got it all smooth. So the next step is going to be figuring out how to get it to stick together. So, and get a good seal, tight seal. So, you know, I mean, yeah, now it makes a sound, but if it's all sealed off, the sound's gonna sound, it's gonna sound better. It's gonna look really cool. So you're actually gonna use this sealer. It's kind of a mold to make the call flow, so it looks a lot better. So instead of having these big jack ridges right here, it's all gonna kind of flow right here. It's gonna be a nice little change. So what I'm gonna use for my glue is some Gorilla Glue, wood glue, and some sawdust. I just got some sawdust from some cornhole boards my dad's making. So I'm going to take this Gorilla Glue, made me a little tinfoil cup, going to squirt a good bit of this glue in there. Okay, once I get that in there real good, I'm going to take some of these sawdust shavings, and you want it to be kind of like a pasty thickness. You don't want it too thick and you don't want it too moist, and because at that point it can kind of mess up. Just get something to stir it around with. So I kind of pour a good bit of sawdust shavings in there just so, because I can always add more glue, or I can always add more sawdust. So right here we're still not to the real pastiness that I want to be at. And this is really important to the call, because you don't have a good tight seal, can really affect the way the call sounds. Yeah, that's perfect right there. Really good. Really good thick pasty glue. So what you're going to do is, I gotta move this camera. Alright, so now that I got my glue all thick and that real pasty content, I'm going to take my call, right here, and take the call. I'm going to reach in here, take my little, whatever I'm using to mix that glue up with. I'm just going to put it right here on the creases, right here where where the two bones join each other. Gonna kind of lather that around up on it, make it real thick, and you want to push it down in there. You don't want to go ahead and dump that down in there. You kind of want to press that glue in the creases. guys, it is the next day and I have the calls here. They're still a little wet. All the glue, this one's kind of really nasty and dirty. I kind of got glue all over it. But that's perfectly fine. It's not going to hurt the call. I'm going to clean it all off here soon with some sandpaper. Here's what a little bit better, the better one looks like. And honestly, right now, if you didn't want to decorate it and you didn't want to, you know, kind of make it real cool looking, which, I mean, I think they look pretty good right now, you could actually take this call out right now, go hunt with it, and make turkeys gobble and kill turkeys with it. For sure, without a doubt. I mean, I have no doubt in my mind that you could do that right now. But I'm going to decorate these calls up. I think I'm actually going to wrap yarn with them at the joints, give them some color. Just do a couple different things with them, and we will get to that here soon. I'm going to sand these down, clean them up, and we'll get back with you guys when that's done. Peace. Alright guys, so I've done all the sanding I'm actually going to do on these calls. I think I might do a little more later, but I mean, this is what we got so far with one of the calls. I've gotten the tip tuned, I've gotten the end cleaned out as much as I'm going to clean it out. I like to leave a little bit of the bone marrow in there. It gives it kind of a unique sound. But what I've done here to the tip is I've taken my sandpaper, the lightest grit I have is like 120. I just kind of made the end rounded, just kind of rounding this end on it, so it sits in your mouth smooth. Because when you blow this call, or you actually suck in on the call, it's a suction call. You're not gonna put this whole call in your mouth. You're gonna kind of make your lips kind of like you're about to kiss something. Stick it right in the corner of your mouth. That's it. I mean, you can yelp, you can cut, you can cluck. Also, as long as your end is kind of rounded enough, you can take this call. Granted, it's a big striker, so you can take it on your slate call. Got it all scratched up. You can just you can actually, it sounds really good on glass as well, glass and aluminum. But that's it. I mean, I'm going to keep doing a few little minor things to these calls and get them right where I want them, and then going to come down to the fun part, just a little artwork and design on them. Cause, I mean, you could literally take this call out here right now and it'd probably last you 10, 15, 20 years. And you could go hunt with it right now and kill birds with it right now. But I'm actually going to try to make it look unique. I'm making one for me and one for Bobo, my good hunting buddy. I already made Jacob one, so this one's kind of going to looks a little rough. I'm going to do some more sanding on it. I had to put a little more glue on it just to get it set in. What's up, guys? So I know I'm not in my garage anymore. I'm actually upstairs chilling, probably about to watch some Netflix and wrap this call. So as you can see, I've got the call kind of joined with the glue that I made. It's rock solid, it's not moving or anything like that. Doesn't look the best. I mean, you can tell it's kind of like kind of has a weird look. It just kind of looks junky. Sounds great. I mean, doesn't affect the sound any. I mean, sounds great. But we're gonna actually wrap it with some yarn. Not yarn, it's like a string type thing. It's kind of, I got it from like Hobby Lobby. This is a gunmetal gray, but I'm actually gonna wrap it with this yarn and make it look all pretty. I've already made one call today. The other one that you guys were seeing me work on, I was using both wings, and I already made one call. This is actually going to be Taylor's call. Gonna wrap it in the gray, do a little drawing on it, and then coat it. So we'll get to the coating here shortly. Well, after like a freaking hour and a half of rolling this thing with this thread, I do have it threaded. It looks really well. It did take some time for me to get this section done with the thread. This one went on really easy. This one was really giving me some crap, I think, because I should have sanded this point down a lot more. But needless to say, it looks cool. It's got a lot of character to it. Now, what I did do is I did put super glue on the thread after I got it tied and stuff like that, and super glue just kind of really helps lay the thread down and gives it a really nice cool looking texture. So now I'm gonna put some artwork on this, probably some turkey tracks, maybe a turkey feather, and coat it. So alright guys, so this right here is what they look like when they're pretty much finished. I just have a few more coats of spar urethane. Yeah, spar urethane. I'm spraying this stuff right here is a coating. Works pretty good. But yeah, this is my finished Wingbone call. Looks pretty good to me, I believe. Yes, that is my fish hook hanger that I'm letting it dry with. But hope you guys enjoy this video. And well guys, it is late. Freaking tired. I have a accounting final tomorrow and I gotta get to bed. So now that we got the call done, this is actually one that I made earlier, but gonna go ahead and coat this one and hit the hay. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I know it was my first how-to. Hope you really enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. We'll see you next time. Peace.